This actually looks interesting. I'm coming down here. Ah, sorry. Gotta watch my footing as I walk down here. Still in cicada area. It's a different day, but you know, it's not too far away from where I was recently. But there's some trails over on the other side, and that's what I'm trying to get to. Maybe they're just deer trails. That's kind of what they look like. But I thought it'd be fun to come take a look over here. You can notice right now I've got the green ski mask today. Once again, protecting my privacy. I like to live a private, anonymous life. I mean, at least you get to see that it's me. I'm a real person, huh? But, okay, hold on. Can you see what it is I'm trying to get to? I'm looking to see, there's a couple of things. Because it looks like there's some tall grass right there. And I don't want to go through tall grass. If it's tall grass and I can't really see around me, this is an area where there can be rattlesnakes, copperheads and whatnot. And I don't want to have to deal with that. That's not very safe. So instead, I'm going to try to come down here. Whoops. Down here. Even if it's a longer ways, where I can stay away from the grass. That looks okay. And that goes down in the crevice. There it gets thick, right there. So, let's go the safest route. You know something? Okay, I have 3 ski masks. I have a yellow, a blue, and a green. And all 3 of them, these eyes are malformed. Now the yellow and my blue one of the eyes is too small. Ugh, and the other one's really big. It's just weird. They're cheap ski masks. This one, both of the eyes are just a little bit too small. So I need to find a way to widen them, stretch them. It's not so annoying. I don't care if you see a little bit more extra on my eyes, you know. I'm just kind of protecting my face in general. Here's the little trail. Can you guys hear that other sounds around me? All that loud clicking. I've been hearing that all day. There's some crickets, I can hear those, but those are cicadas. It's a cicada year. Now remind me, I'm pretty sure, I remember cicadas tend to come once every 7 years, right? Isn't that how it is? Breeze picked up a little bit. I'm pretty sure that's what I remember. But I find it interesting that there's just so many right here. But before I got to this area, I actually had to go over another hill. And that area was dead silent. You know, nothing. Oh, except the wind maybe. And I'm hoping you can hear me fine now. I got a tiny little microphone cover over this GoPro Media Mod that should help block out the wind a little bit. So you can still hear me somewhat. Because I have 2 cameras, the GoPro and the Sony. The Sony does terrible with wind. I don't even have a secondary mic for that. The built-in microphone, my Sony, is actually really good as long as there's no wind. Otherwise, it hears your voice just fine. Okay, this is actually getting a little bit harder to traverse. I might have to go up over that way, but lots of grass that way. I'm wondering, you know, the trail does go back that way. Maybe I could go back that way and see where that goes. The trail I wanted to follow came across the hill here. So let's... Whoops. Oh! A lot of dead trees here. Look at these dead trees. In fact, I don't see a single tree that's alive. Well, actually, that hill over there. Okay, where I came from, there were some. Now, it could have been that something got them and killed them. But these ones are kind of far apart. I don't think they got something that killed them. I think there was a fire here. This has all the telltale signs of there being a fire here once. That's what I'm thinking. Oh. Don't step on that. There are pretty yellow flowers over there. Oh, something stepped here. Oh, they're stuck there though. Too small. Oh, that's not long enough to be human. Hoof print. That's a hoof print. Judging by the size of that, I would say that it's also an elk. I've been following a lot of elk prints lately. And of course, if you've been around here, you know I had a very creepy experience recently with an elk. Gosh, I know, I saw a deer truck. That's weird. I'm following it. I saw it go all the way across the mountain. And now it just disappeared now that I'm over here. What? I don't get it. Where'd it go? I need to find a way to get over there, and maybe it just disappeared for a little bit. What is that? I see something over there. It's GoPro can't see it well. It doesn't look like an animal. Looks like, well, it may just be a great big charred log. It's black. It's sitting there on its side against a rock or something. It's not moving. It's too far away. I can't. Well, let's move just a little bit. So I hope you guys don't mind me not moving quickly over there. I want to keep my footing sure, and I especially want to just be looking around. Because like I said, there are rattlesnakes in this area, and you just want to be careful. At least around here, they tend to give you good warning, right? Depending on if they have a good visual of you first, right? Or sense of you. There's actually a place, this isn't, it's not anywhere where I live. Although I do know someone that lives down there, out in Texas. I think this happened a couple of years ago, where they had a problem with rattlesnakes not using the rattlers, like ever. And at least what it said is that pigs were getting out and they'd eat the rattlesnakes. That's what it said. I don't know, maybe they know how to attack without getting bit, or maybe they're immune to the bite. I don't know. I don't know much about that. But they're eating the rattlesnakes, and then it's like the rattle. Oh, it's just cicada. The rattlesnakes like adapted, and they stopped using the rattlers, and then they wouldn't warn you, and it became more dangerous because of that. Isn't that a weird story? I think that was in Texas. I heard that was. Yeah, I actually have an acquaintance of someone out in Texas. It's her and her husband. I met them some time ago, so I've known them for quite a while. And it was only recently that it was her talent became very valuable to me. And it all happened because of AI, okay? Now some of you, maybe you know me, you don't know. I have been just moving in the opposite direction of AI. I've kind of got to the point where I'm just so fed up with it, it's just no more AI for me. I don't want to use it, I don't want to look at it. I certainly don't want to use it in my books, because I write books, okay? Well, this person I know is an artist, professionally. Now she's not top tier artist, but I think that's partly in my favor, because her style of art is not top tier, and so it doesn't look similar to a lot of the AI junk that comes out. Because most of the time people are using the AI junk, they're trying to make it look as fantastic as possible, but it's just got that certain look to it. It just looks bad. It's pretty obvious to spot. But her level of art is quite clearly human-made. it's like, you know what? Because it's not top tier, I think that's a point in my favor. To kind of help people rest at ease knowing that I don't use AI. And so for my book covers, you know, I've got two options now. Either I make it myself or I have her do it. Now, if it's something that's simple, you know, I can just do it myself, I can design it myself. I do have some skills, and I'll do that. But if it's something that's, you know, like more of a fantasy book, like I do this too, then I can pay her to do it, and she'll create it for me, and I can rest assured that it's not AI. And I know her, I know she's honest, and I've seen or watched her do the art, so I know she can do it. And like before, this was some years ago, before AI became a thing, I had a couple of book covers done by people on Fiverr. And I have at least 2 Fiverr book covers I've been sitting on that I haven't put the book behind, so I'm kind of waiting on those. But now with AI becoming a thing, I mean, if I go to Fiverr or anywhere else and I pay someone that I don't personally know, how do I know that they're not using AI? They could be so dishonest. Maybe they, you know, I don't know AI prompt stuff. That's not me, you know, that's not my expertise. And I'm at the point where it's just like, I'm not going to even try. AI is just not for me. And I'm not going to put AI on any of my channels. Oops, there goes something. But I know there's like, I think they're starting to implement, I don't know what it is. There's some way to make the pixels only generate a certain way so it cannot be erased, so everything can detect that was AI. I don't know if that's true or how good that is. I don't know. I've heard about it. But, you know, maybe there's a way to get around that. Maybe if they go to some third-party shady site that doesn't do that stuff, maybe you can get around it. I don't know. The point is I will never hire someone for Fiverr now. And that's why I feel bad, because I know there's got to be plenty of Fiverr artists who are the good, honest ones. And they're going to suffer from me, people like me, not paying them because of the AI people, the bad actors, the ones who say, no, it's not AI, and then they cheat and they use AI anyways. But then again, I'm saying that not knowing for sure just what that really is and what the possibility of that is. But anyways, how did I get off on that tangent? I don't know. The point is, my books, no AI, and it's either I do it or she does it, or that's it. That's it. That's the only way I'm going to ever do those books. I really like writing books. As a matter of fact, I've kind of refined my process in the last few months, just the way I organize my books. I think I got more efficient at it. But again, you know, I don't like AI. If I were using AI, well, actually, can AI actually write big books? I don't think it can. Or if there's a way to do it, I don't know. I don't want to find out. I want to stay away from it. Because my books, I'm so against AI, I won't even use it for grammar check. I don't even use tools for grammar check because I don't trust them. Because of the nature of my books, they sometimes have some interesting fantasy thing going around. And sometimes I use interesting names. You know, I'll make up words that are part of like a language. I can't use grammar check, auto grammar checks or things like that. It'll ruin my book, I'm sure of it. So I don't even touch them because of that. I lost my train of thought. Something about, oh yeah, organizing. So it's not like I can pump out a book a day or 3 books a day, because Amazon KDP says max 3 books a day now, which I appreciate, because I don't want those bad actors. I actually think it ought to be just 1 a day at max. Yeah, but I guess it depends though. Like for me, can you imagine writing 1 book a day? That's impossible. Like if I have a long day where I spend a lot of time writing, like one of my long days is like 20,000 words. And I just can't write more than that. After that, I'm just done. I enjoy writing and I can do it for a while, but I think that's like my limit. 20,000 words. Some of my smaller books are about 20,000 words. I tend to like to average more closer to 30,000 words. And my nicer fantasy novels tend to be more like 60 to 80,000. And then if it's a really nice one, which I don't write as often, because they take a long time to write, closer to like 100,000 words. In fact, I have another book I've actually finished the manuscript on. I'm just waiting. You remember that person I told you that lived out in Texas? I actually hired her to do the cover. I'm waiting for her to get back to me, and when it is, I can actually publish this book. It's actually the first one I ever started. but it's like 600 pages. It's a big book. And so it took me quite a few years to write and finish, and that's why it still isn't published. But once she gets that to me, I can publish it, and you guys can watch that. And it's kind of fun. You'll find out more about it if you ever buy it and read it. But what started the book in the first place was the whole story was a dream I had. And the dream lasted a long time. For some reason, after that one dream, every now and then I have a dream that seriously lasts like a long time. Like almost like watching a movie or something. It's weird. I don't know how to explain a dream that just keeps on going, and I remember it. Every now and then I have them now, and I never used to. And this is the first one, and I ended up writing a book just off of my dream. And at the time I had this dream, this is actually the time when I started my homemade trading card game. And I dreamed some of my creatures into the dream. And so I put them in the book because I just wrote it kind of how my dream went. Obviously I had to fill in things to make a complete story because I couldn't dream everything, but the general theme, not the theme, it's better than that. The general outline and the events that happened all happened in my dream. It's really interesting. Okay, well, anyways, I was trying to get down here a ways to see what that was. As I get closer, it is dark, but I'm seeing what looks like I was right. I think it was just a burnt log. Look how steep the hill is I came off of. Not too bad. What was my battery? My battery's at 27%. May need to swap out for a new battery before too long. These GoPro batteries, they just don't last as long as I wish they would. It really takes quite a bit. Okay, but we're getting down there. Getting closer. Lots of interesting yellow wildflowers. This area I've been traveling around at, it's got a lot of these yellow flowers. Really quite neat. There's another one I spotted over there. I should have shown it with the camera. They're all red. Should have shown you those wildflowers. Oh well. Well. Okay. I am about to get to that spot where we can look at it. Just sit tight, folks. I'm a lot closer now. Got the mic facing backwards now because I want to visually see. That's what I was seeing. I was right. Just burnt logs. That's where I was, up there. Actually, a nice little rock overhang here. Like a little spot right there. I could sit down for just a little bit and take a break. Here. That's interesting. Just burnt. Well, I think that pretty much proves there was a forest fire here. This is interesting. This is weird. Look how gnarled this is and round. It spirals. Look at this. What happened here? Look how this just spirals. It's actually really neat, but doesn't that look kind of creepy? Almost like a monster or something. Something living in here? Right here. Oh, what's that? What's that? Oh, I think I just found garbage. I think someone's been here. Let me see what this is. Whoa. What is that? It's like someone colored, like a kid or something. Like someone colored it. What? Come with me. Yeah, okay, that's not creepy. It just says, come with me. That's weird. I just found this piece of paper. Oh, look, this doesn't look like it's even gotten wet. This looks new. It just says, come with me. Like a kid drew it and it says, come with me. Why? Oh. Dude, there's someone here. Up over that hill. Do I put this back? Actually, what I'm gonna do, I know this is, you guys probably wouldn't do this, but I'm actually gonna put this in my pocket because it is litter. I'm gonna go throw it away. So I think someone saw me. This is creepy. Hang on while I try to get out of here. Okay, so I'm back on the other side now. I took a little bit of a shortcut, and even though it was steep, just like you get over here. I haven't heard and seen anybody. But now I'm on the other side. I was over there. Now I'm back here. That was weird. Just the fact I didn't see anybody, it almost was ghostly. I almost got the feeling of something being haunted. No, I don't know. Sorry, I thought I heard something near me. So, this is what I'm gonna do. What a big bumblebee. I'm gonna head back over this hill and head back down. And I'm gonna get out of here.